Hello friends, let's get started. Working off of a 25-inch strand of cord, we're going to tie a double overhand knot right at the very end. Snip off the excess length, leaving a little bit of a tail so that we can melt it. For this macrame project, we're starting at the top, so his head, and we're working our way down towards the bottom. Grab your two longer 40-inch strands of cord together, and what we're going to do is we're going to fold it in half to find the center, and then place the center underneath our smaller strand of cord. Next, we're going to tie a berry knot. So to do this, we're going to tie 3 square knots in a row. And just a friendly reminder, if I'm going too fast for you, feel free to adjust the speed of this video by tapping the 3 dots on the top right corner. Alright, so that's 1 square knot done. Now we need to tie 2 more. Unpin it from your board, and to form the berry knot, what we're going to do is we're going to take our knots and we're going to fold it in half. Pin it back down onto your board, and next we're going to tie 1 more square knot. But for this square knot, you want to make sure you're tying it around both ends of your original strand of cord. Now what you want to do is pull the long tail end to cinch up your original strand of cord so that knot is tucked away in the back. Next, we're going to need 9 beads, and I'm using these really pretty sparkly beads that I had purchased from Michaels, but I'm sure you can find a similar set on Amazon. Either way, I'll link what I can find for you in the description box below. Thread 1 bead on the 2nd and 3rd cord. Now this is very important. What you want to do is flip up the very center cord and get it out of the way. Then with your 2 outer cords, we're going to tie another square knot to secure our beads. When you're tying this square knot, you want to make sure that you're cinching it up fairly taut so the beads kind of pucker upwards. Not only does this secure our beads, but it helps give our dragonfly dimension as well. Next, we're going to attach our last 25-inch strand of cord. Fold it in half to find the center, and then place it underneath our 2 middle strands. We're going to attach this cord using a vertical double half hitch knot. Once you've tied your knot, you want to slide it up to the top and then cinch up the slack. Now, this is where the project gets a little confusing, so to avoid confusion, let's tie a simple overhand knot at each ends of the strand of cord that we just attached. These cords will be the wings later on, so let's move them up and out of the way, moving it all the way up to the top, and bring down that center cord that we had moved up there prior. Slide 1 bead onto the middle center cord, another bead on your left side and right side, and then 1 more in the center. With your two outermost cords, we're going to secure those beads by tying another square knot. And again, make sure you cinch this one awfully taut so that your beads pucker upwards. Now move those two outer cords out of the way because those are going to be the bottom set of our wings later on. You should now have 3 cords in the center. Slide another bead on the center cord, and then with the 2 outside cords, we're going to secure it with a square knot. However, you don't want to tie this one too snug because we want to have the outer side of the cords showing around this bead. Slide another bead on the center cord and secure it with another square knot. And finally, slide your last bead onto the center cord and secure again with another square knot. Underneath your last square knot, we're going to tie 4 more square knots. So you should have a total of 5 square knots at the end of our project. With the very center cord, we're going to tie just a simple overhand knot. This will help make sure that our knots don't slide off, as well as it tapers the end of our dragonfly. Snip off the excess length of cord, leaving a tiny bit of a tail so that we can melt it. And repeat the last 2 cords at the bottom. Next, we're going to work on the bottom set of wings. On the left-hand side wing, we're going to attach 5 of our 16-inch cords using a reverse lark's head knot. Once you have all 5 cords attached, you're going to grab the strand that is closest to the body of our dragonfly. Drag that strand all the way over to the left-hand side. This is going to be our filler cord. And we're going to tie a row of double half-hitch knots all the way straight across to the left-hand side. Now you want these knots pretty snug against the body of our dragonfly, otherwise he's going to have some really loose, floppy wings. Once you've made it all the way over to the other end, you also want to take that strand of cord at the bottom and bring that down and tie another double half-hitch knot with that cord as well. Next, grab the cord that is closest to the body of our dragonfly And use the next cord in line to tie another double half-hitch knot around the cord that is closest to your dragonfly. Then repeat again with the next 2 sets of cord next to that. So the top cord is going to be your filler cord and the bottom cord is going to be the one that you tie your double half-hitch knot with. Repeat the same process all the way straight to the left-hand side. For our final row of the wing, you want to grab your rightmost strand of cord and use that as the filler cord. And we're going to tie another row of double half-hitch knots all the way straight across. Once you get to the very end, you want to also grab your top cord and bring that down towards the bottom and tie one more double half-hitch knot with that cord as well. And once you tie your final double half-hitch knot, we want to tie one more half hitch. That way it gives our wing a little bit of a pointy edge. Repeat the same thing to the bottom right wing. Once you've finished both wings at the bottom, trim off the excess cord, leaving a short little tail end so that we can melt the ends. Alright, now we're going to repeat almost the same exact thing for our top set of wings. The only difference is we're going to attach 6 cords onto the top on each side, not 5 like we did at the bottom set. If you enjoyed this Macrame Dragonfly tutorial, I think you'll also like the one on the screen now. And I'll see you over there.